Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Augustus, and I'm back again with another episode of Tsukihime. When we last left off, well, Shiki was well on his way to death because of his actions against Ark and his, insanity stemming from his deeper and deeper falling possession by Roa. But let's get back into Shiki fucking dying, yo. Pant. I run to this place without even realizing it. I'm out of breath. I'm so exhausted I can't take another step. But my legs keep moving. I'll be found in this place. I have to go inside and hide myself until morning, or I'll die. Even while I'm resting like this, I bet she's looking for me. I take off my glasses and cut the lock on the school gate with my knife. Opening the door, I walk inside the school grounds. I fall to my knees as soon as I get to the school grounds. I brace myself off the ground using both my hands. My eye itches randomly. My whole body is hot. I have to hurry inside the school building, but my legs won't move. More than my body, my heart and mind are completely worn out. This headache that won't stop. This Roa inside of me. And the white vampire princess that continued to laugh insanely. Gorge rises in my throat. My mouth tastes bitter. I haven't eaten anything today, so all I can vomit is my stomach acid. Still on my knees, I collapse head first onto the ground. Why did it end up like this? Breathing painfully, I give up trying to lift up my face. Even if she finds me, I don't care. I can't escape anyway. Away from Arkoade, or from Roa who is inside me. Since that's the case, waiting here quietly for the end is easier for me. It suddenly gets darker. The sound of footsteps. I didn't realize it since I was face down, but someone is coming. Under the moonlight, did that person darken the sky with her shadow? Are you trying to repent, Tonoku? Ciel Senpai asks in a cold voice. Senpai? I lift my head in amazement. I don't know why she's here, but I wanted to rely on something right now, and I lift my face to meet the night air. Oh, I was hoping I wouldn't say this. Oh well. I guess before we get a full view of this, I'll apologize a bit. My throat's just a tiny little bit sore, so I don't know how well I can do Ciel's voice. But also, look what she's wearing. She has metal knee pads. She has metal bands on her feet that you could almost argue are kick pads, but no, they're not. And then she has a fucking giant steak shooter or something, as you do. Oh, right, I forgot to do Shiki's favorite line. Eh? But this Ciel before me, she isn't the one that I know. I do absolutely love this design for Ciel. Absolutely love. Her bare arms have the tattoo of a cross on them. Her cold eyes as if watching someone she doesn't even know. Senpai bears an uncouth weapon with an aura of coldness that doesn't suit her. Says you, I think it suits her quite well. I know this. Inside my brain, I know what this weapon is. This has to be what's called the seventh holy scripture, one of the apocrypha that must never be removed from its resting place. Senpai? As I expected, you were Roa after all, Tono-kun. With her frigid eyes, Senpai speaks with a voice that is equally cold. I start to feel a shiver up my spine. For no reason. No, my instincts and my brain work full force to tell me the danger, and I jump back. Still with her mouth shut, she takes a step towards me with that ominous weapon. She has no openings whatsoever. I run away hastily. If I show her my back to her, I know that thing will pierce my heart, and I will disappear without the opportunity for reincarnation ever again. I guess, even though I don't even have that knowledge in my memories, I guess I would like to say here that line, I will disappear without the opportunity for reincarnation ever again. I think that's pretty much the tell that Shiki is completely and utterly taken over by Roa at this point. Because before you could kind of tell that he was sort of fighting it, but that line really, that cements Shiki's position in things. Senpai, why are you doing this too? I understand. Roa is already surfacing, right? Then it is too late already. Lightly, she takes another effortless step forward. That figure looks like... What are you doing, Senpai? You look like you're going to kill me. She doesn't answer. She just stares at me like she's trying to find out where she can aim to kill me quickly. Senpai. She's serious. She seriously plans to kill me. Creak. My nerves feel the imminent death before me. My spine is screaming and the back of my neck is numb. But more than this fear of death, I can't believe this person is saying such things. Why? I don't know. Senpai, you said you stayed here for my sake. With a start, Ciel Senpai's legs stop. She looks at me and grins. Your goodness really is a rare treasure. It is a good thing to trust people, but if you were a little more composed and thought about it clearly, you could have maybe got away. Eh? First of all, didn't you ever think about why I came to this school in the first place? I didn't do it just because I wanted to, you know. Senpai? You knew my goal was to destroy the serpent, Roa. Coming here to this school was because I knew Roa's reincarnated host was here. But since I didn't know for sure, I needed to check things out for a while. Wait a minute. What in the world are you... What is she babbling about? I don't know. I really can't understand what she's talking about. She ignores my bewilderment and keeps talking. I told you before, Tono-kun. Roa has requirements for a family he decides to reincarnate into. If you think the other way around, you just have to look for families with those traits. When you know what to find, finding him is very simple. It's easy to find families that have social abilities or special abilities passed down to their blood once you do a bit of research. In this city, there is only one family that fits Roa's requirements. So, I knew from the beginning who Roa was. What? That's strange. If she knew from the beginning, she could have killed him or caught him right then. From the beginning? She knew who it was? Yes. Look, don't you realize it now? You know, Tono-kun, I came to this school to catch you from the beginning. Wait. I just want her to wait. but a little mistake happened. I was watching you from afar so as not to stimulate Roa inside you, but I concluded that you might not be Roa's new reincarnated host. But the eldest son of the Tono family had to be what Roa reincarnated into. There was no mistake in that, so what had to be a mistake was you, Tono-kun. Ciel-senpai speaks matter-of-factly. I can't say anything. Looking into it, you were fatally wounded 8 years ago and adopted by your relatives. What happened afterwards is exactly as Tono-shiki said 2 nights ago. I don't know what happened in the Tono family 8 years ago, but you were killed by that kid called Shiki. No, it was more like your life was stolen. As a result, you became connected to Shiki, who was Roa's host. A direct voice without emotion. I don't know this Ciel-senpai. Or is this the true Ciel-senpai, and the kind person I knew up until now was all just... Up until now, there should have been many times where Roa's memory would flow into you through Shiki. He is a vampire that manipulated the shapeless thing called a soul. For Roa, you two shared one life where a finely crafted double existence. That's why, when Shiki's body was destroyed, Roa didn't need to reincarnate. He still had a place to run to. You. Cold. As if hating her enemy, she detests me. But it's all over now. I wasn't prepared to finish it so suddenly that one night, but tonight is different. I really am fortunate in a way. If Arcoid had destroyed Roa, he probably would have reincarnated again. I can't believe this. That's not true. Go ahead, please keep denying it and play dumb. That makes my job easier. Still, a metallic rattling sounds from the weapon. It doesn't change the fact that I can finish you off easily no matter what you do, Roa. Her laughing voice causes me to finally understand. She isn't lying. Her eyes aren't looking at me. Her feelings never did have anything to do with me from the beginning. What is this? Then from the very beginning, you always thought of me as Roa? Senpai, being friends with me was all just... I can't say it. I can't finish the sentence. If I do that, I feel like everything will turn into a lie that instant. Of course, after Shiki was destroyed, the only reason why I stayed in the school was because Roa had not disappeared. Since Roa is a student here, it's more convenient for me to stay. I would never go back while leaving you here. Senpai said that with a smile. That wasn't for my sake. She stayed here just to search for the still living Roa. That is the only reason why she gave me her phone number. Ha. Then, that too. And those times too. And when she saved me that one night too. And those sad eyes too. That's right, Shiki. This is nothing at all. Those memories, they were nothing at all. I just thought I loved her, and that she loved me back. What a joke. They were all just an illusion made from a play. All of it was fairy tale made up of lies. I understand. But Senpai, how did you know Roa was still alive? How did you know Roa reincarnated into this Tono-shiki? Of course I knew. Because it's about myself. Senpai says something I can't understand. Really, can't you? As if there's no more need to talk anymore, Ciel's hands lift up that weapon. The 7th holy scripture. The weapon that the reincarnation denying church created. A scriptural canon inscribed with every possible impeachment of reincarnation criticism. It's an item that is scripture yet an apocrypha. A weapon yet a scripture at the same time. If I'm hit by that, my soul itself will disperse into nothingness. The bayonet rises up. The tip comes towards me. But slowly. If it is Ciel, she should be able to pierce me without even noticing it ever happened. There's no time to think. Instantly, I fall forward. I felt from before that if I turned and ran, my heart would be shot from behind. Yeah. Her sword flies past my head. It seems really slow. I evade her attacks, move right beside her, and... The instant I tried to run forward, Senpai's movements changed drastically. In an instant, with a speed that makes her seem to have literally disappeared, she swings her weapon horizontally. The rush of wind fills my ears, and for some reason, I am standing meters away from her. She clicks her tongue and glares at me. Ow. My left arm hurts. What? Huh? I'm surprised. From the elbow down, my arm is broken. Not broken normally, but my lower arm is bent in the shape of a triangle. Jesus Christ, dude. That's a fucked up bone. Sacrificing your arm to save your head. If you didn't do anything, I would have ended it painlessly for you. What? Even though I didn't notice it, I must have broken my arm defending against her attack. Aren't you going to pull out your knife? She looks at me with a bored expression. She's looking down at me. She looks down at me as if saying she could kill me at any moment. And she absolutely could, Shiki boy. Pain. Pain shoots from my arm to my brain. The blood from my broken arm seems to flow like poison into my nerves. Sharply. Just with that, my mind fills with a white blankness. She continues to look at me with those cold eyes. You break my arm and still act that way? Do you know how much this hurts? Making such a fool of me. Making such a fool of me. Making such a fool of me. If that's how you're going to be, Senpai. I grip the knife in my pocket. I'm not just going to stand here helplessly. The hard feeling of metal. And let you kill me? With a quick snap, I take out the blade of my knife. Are you stupid? Instantly, her body explodes. No, that's not right. She crouches down, low to the ground, almost like a lizard, and runs up towards me in a flash. She collapses the distance of 6 meters, or she closes the distance of 6 meters in a flash. She's not in my vision at all. Her whole body is below my knee height and explodes upward from there. A thud. From right beneath me, her bayonet accurately shoots directly for my throat. I gasp. Pain. Is there pain? Yes, I can still feel pain. Conscious. Am I conscious? All right, I still have that. My body is not okay. A dripping sound. It's coming from my left shoulder. Looking at it, it's already a waterfall of blood which pours straight down. Just now. The bayonet didn't hit my throat, but my left shoulder instead. It hurts. It hurts so much the word pain doesn't come close to describing it. But I'm alive. Still, I'm alive. My body is away from her again. I smell a whiff of gunpowder from my shoulder. Just now. The instant that bayonet pierced me, she must have pulled the trigger. I was blown away by that, and there's distance between us again. To happen twice, that must mean it's not a coincidence. With that much blood pouring out, not dying from shock must already be a sign that your body has begun to change. Ka-ching! A metallic sound. The sword on the end of that weapon changes into a new one. The sword that sought me just now falls and turns into pages of a book and scatters. That's ridiculous. But that ridiculous thing is really frightening. That just touching me carries a fatal poison. Death. I'll die. Without a doubt, I'll be killed. Yes, people die when they are killed. Will I die? Is that what I'm scared of? I don't know. My shoulder is burning. Hot. It's so hot, as if my entire body will burst into flames. She readies her weapon once more with a metallic clang. Twice. Withstanding that twice can be nothing but a miracle. The next time will certainly... I imagine that bayonet piercing me right in the face. That's more repulsive than frightening. Death is, no matter how it happens, something useless, dirty, and disgusting. I like myself, so I don't want that to happen. Is that why I'm scared? I don't know. Come to think of it, I was always able to see death, but I never thought about death at all. No, that doesn't really matter right now. Pant, pant, pant. I have to escape. I don't want to die, so I have to get away. You won't take off your glasses? A simple, plastic voice. Those words, I gasp at their meaning. Because taking them off would mean I see Senpai's lines. If that happens, I might kill her. What are you saying, Senpai? A chill runs through me. The air suddenly becomes saturated with a murderous intent. I can't spend any more time with you. Please, just die already. Her figure plunges low again. She's coming. Even though I know she's going to run it towards me again, it's hard for me to even see her. I can only think of escaping. If I don't want to be killed, escape is my only option. Fortunately, our distance is almost 10 meters. If I run as fast as I can make it to the school building. Maybe I might be able to do something if I can get into a less open space. My back. Something pierced my back. My body falls forward. Just a little more. And it was just a little more before I could enter the school building. I lift myself up with one arm. What sticks through me is one of those swords that looks like a nail that Senpai was using before. Why, you... I must be numb to the pain, and I pull out the sword, skewering my back from behind. Since it penetrated through me, I get mad and pull it out from my chest. What are you, fucking Dante? Alright. Now I can escape inside. What do you plan on doing by escaping, Tono-kun? Before that, I hear Senpai's voice from behind me. You still don't understand? How fast do you think you just ran here? Why are you still alive after receiving that fatal wound? My mind begins to white out. Don't let her trick you. Don't let her trick you. Hasn't she been deceiving you all along? Don't listen to her anymore. If you listen, you'll die. Ignore her. Don't accept it. Even if it is the truth, this body can only reject it. Stop it. Jeez, there's nowhere for you to run to. You can only fight or be killed. But if you can't fight, you can only die. Her footsteps. With the sound of footsteps, Senpai approaches. I leap. My back, my shoulders, my arm are all almost dead, but I leap as if it was nothing. I can't even believe it myself. Still breathing wildly and with a speed that matches Senpai, I run into the school building. Pant, 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 pant. I run. Without thinking, just wanting to escape, I continue running. Pant, 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 pant. But I'm at my limit. Is it because I'm out of breath, or is it that my wounds won't let me move my arms and legs anymore? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. My breathing becomes more forced. At the end of the hallway, coming onto a wall aimlessly, I fall. I fall on my back and try to get up and feel foolish for doing so. Pant, pant, pant. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, I lean my back against the wall. Throwing back my head, I take a big breath of air. The moon. Looking up, I can see the moonlight through the window. Is it because I'm so exhausted? Everything I look at seems vague, as if everything was covered in a mist. Vagueness. Does that mean it is indefinite? The same as me. The same as the person called Tonoshiki. Indefinite. Ouch. My shoulder throbs in pain. If I was as definite as this pain, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I'm starting to not understand. I always thought I was Tonoshiki, but that was a different person, and they tell me I'm just an adopted son from somewhere. Being adopted means I should have memories of before I came to the Tono mansion, but there's nothing. I only have the memories of Tonoshiki. In the night sky is the solitary moon. It's incredibly strange. Why didn't I realize it until now? Tonight is so... In the end, just what was I? It's stupid not knowing anything about myself and just disappearing like this. Everything is so vague, it's stupid. A world where I can see death. A vision where I can perceive death. That day, 8 years ago, I was able to meet Sensei and was able to live normally. I can still declare that it was proper to meet her. But Sensei, I guess I was someone who shouldn't be alive. I should end my life while part of me can still think that. But I can't do it. I can't kill myself. Even if it is pointless, even if it is a mistake, I want to keep on living. If I die, everything will become a lie. I want to keep on living. No matter how wrong it is, no matter how wrong how many things I have to lose, I want to keep on living. Only her. If only I had Ciel Senpai with me. I wouldn't care what else I had to lose. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Can I only fight? Mumbling, I feel a chill. I can't do such a thing as fight Senpai. I said that out loud, just on a whim. But slice her apart. From inside my head, from deep inside my brain, as if trying to seep itself into my mind, the same words repeat over and over. Slice her apart. Slice her apart, slice her apart, slice her apart. If you want to stay alive, slice her apart. If you don't want to die, slice her apart. Slice apart the person who deceived you. Slice apart the person trying to kill you. Just do it already. Slice apart the person getting in my way. Slice her apart. 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 Slice 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 apart. Slice apart. Slice apart. Slice 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 slice. Shut up. Pant. 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 Shut up. You're always pant. 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 My headache thins. I can't hear that voice anymore. But in place of that, now Senpai probably knows where I am because of my scream. I grip my knife strongly. Are you going to fight? Have a fight to the death with that person? I can't think clearly. My nerves feel numb, as if they were burned off a long time ago. I fought Arkawade and sliced her neck. I somehow managed to escape, but Ciel was waiting for me. Well, we're already over 30 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't end up at 40-something like last episode. It's a little disappointing. I never thought it would be like this. I escape and escape, but a worse situation awaits me. It's like a joke. Since when did I get lost on this hopeless path? The headache runs through me like a knife through my brain. Well, you'll know what that feels like soon enough for real. I can't breathe properly. My vision wavers. It looks like I'm really done. My head starts to rage again. But still, I don't want to die. If I don't want to die, there's only one thing to do. The footsteps get louder. Her shadow grows larger. Aren't you going to take your glasses off? Even knowing what it means, she said that. In that case, everything, all of it, should turn into illusion. I stand up as I strongly grip my knife. The footsteps get even louder. I sense the enemy coming closer. All the time, someone's voice echoes in my brain. Slice her apart. Slice her apart. Slice her apart. Slice her apart. I get it. Slice her apart. Slice her apart. I get it. You're going insane. Your brain wants you to kill her. Your brain wants you to slice her apart. Wants you to catch him. Kill him. Shut up. What is that from? I think that's Friday the 13th, so that might be Amityville Horror. Using my willpower, I force the voice in my head to be quiet. This is what I decided. Slice. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Her. If you don't want to be killed by Ciel. Apart. Just shut up until it's over, Roa. The voice disappears completely. The footsteps and her approaching shadow. Ciel appears before me. You finally decided to fight. Her voice seems almost relieved. That's good. Now there is no sin for either of us. Now that we are both trying to kill each other, our sin will die. Now there is only punishment for the one who lives. Since we are both trying to kill each other, there is no sin. Her words are part of a world I can't understand. I see. Then there is no punishment for the one that's left alive atonable? Yes. Something that is atonable is what we call punishment. If it is called punishment, there is no reason for it not to be atonable. The only thing that does not matter is the sin. So, we don't want to carry that burden, do we? Saying that, she takes another step forward. Then killing you here isn't a sin, senpai? Yes, I will kill you, so it is okay for you to kill me, Tono-kun. Our conditions are equal. Another step. That's not right. Certainly, I am getting killed, so I'm killing her back to protect my own life. But to say there's no sin, what would happen to Ciel? From the beginning, she came here with an unrequited will to kill. That is, farewell. Let us lower this curtain on this ridiculous play. The last step. Her readied bayonet shoots towards my heart. Before them, I lunge forward and aim for the point on her right lung. I didn't think I could kill her. It's only natural for her to pierce my heart before I get within knife range. That's why I was surprised. I easily dodged her blade and was able to pierce her point with ease. Senpai? It looks like she accepted my knife on purpose. I made you kill me. Her faint, weak voice on the verge of death. That was my greatest sin. Sounded like she's crying. She uses her remaining strength to stab me with her bayonet. My blood flow reverses through my lanced heart. Coughing up blood, I collapse onto the ground. Before my eyes, the body of the one who died slightly ahead of me lies on the floor. How did you know? Foolish. Did you know from the beginning that if there was such a thing as sin, it would only be for you? The sensation in my limbs fades away. My consciousness, too. It will be seconds before I bleed to death. The instant I was stabbed, I had a vision of something like an old book scattering and crumbling away page by page. Probably, with that, the thing called Roa was dispersed. I can't think. From the very beginning, she planned to give her life to take mine. Mutually assured destruction. Did she think that was her punishment? How foolish. There's no meaning in that. Still, I was sad that she died before she apologized to me. If she could have apologized to me, then I bet she would have felt some relief, but she couldn't even say that. Since she knew it was something that wasn't atonable by apology, she didn't apologize to the very end. That determination. It makes me angry that I made her go that far. What? In the end, I liked her until the very end. Feeling sad like this until my own death, she was that dear to me. I cough weakly and spit out blood. It's all over. Staring dazedly at the moon with these strange thoughts, I drift off to sleep. And that is the end of this. Well, that is this ending. This lovely little bad end. Will we take Ciel Sensei's lesson? Absolutely. I love that ending, by the way. Absolutely love that ending. The third period class was a sad story. You really were splendid in trying to resolve everything by yourself, but it seems to have backfired this time. Consult your reliable senpai and please make your way through this trouble. And for you, Tono-kun, who came here for some other reason, unfortunately, even though you were so close to the climax, your bond with Ciel was not deep enough. I have to ask you to resubmit. Please go back a long time and make good friends with Ciel. There are a lot of places you can do that, but the most important one is what happens on the 6th night. Tono-kun, when it comes time to choose between Ciel-san or Archwade, did you choose that idiotic woman? This is the result. If you have learned your lesson, please go back to the night of day 6 and think about who you should choose. Okay? That part doesn't affect us because we had enough points. We should have relied on Ciel. And that is one of my favorite bad ends. Actually, in terms of just writing and story and just the pure emotion of that scene, the last few scenes there, that's probably, I probably like that more than both of Ciel's endings, to be honest. I love that ending. And it's one that when I originally played through this, I got all the bad ends going through this my first time, on purpose. I wanted to see all of them. I wanted to do a complete read-through. And that ending kind of stuck with me a little bit. The surrounding scenes of that are just, I love it all. But we're also at 40 minutes, so next time, we will see what happens with Ciel what happens when Shiki chooses to rely on Ciel. So, I hope to see you all next time in Tsukihime.